In the year 1762, the boy known as Samuel learned that time did not belong to him. He was born on a tobacco plantation in Virginia, the son of an enslaved woman named Ruth. His first memories were of her hands, rough from work, warm when they held his face in the evenings. She used to tell him, "Remember who you are," though Samuel did not yet understand what she meant. On the plantation, no one asked who you were. They only decided what you were worth. By the time Samuel turned 8, he was given work. At first, it was small tasks: gathering firewood, carrying messages, scaring birds from the fields. The overseer said children were easy to train, and Samuel learned quickly. He learned to keep his eyes low, his voice quiet, and his body moving even when it ached. When he was 10, his father was sold. Samuel watched from behind the slave quarters as a wagon carried the man away. There were no goodbyes. Just a look, long and steady, that stayed with Samuel for years. That night, his mother did not tell stories. She sat in silence, staring at the dirt floor, and Samuel understood that love did not protect people from being taken. As Samuel grew older, the work grew heavier. He was sent into the fields at dawn, his feet wet with dew, his stomach empty. The sun burned his neck as he bent and worked and bent again. Sometimes he felt anger rise in his chest, hot and dangerous. He swallowed it, because anger brought punishment, and punishment brought scars. Reading and writing were forbidden, but Samuel listened. He listened when the plantation owner read letters aloud. He listened when older enslaved men whispered about distant places where people had escaped. He listened when his mother sang songs from her childhood, songs in a language Samuel did not know, but felt deep in his bones. At 13, Samuel was separated from his mother. She was sent to work in the main house, while Samuel remained in the fields. They passed each other sometimes, her eyes tired but proud. She always nodded once, as if to say, "Stand tall." That nod became his strength. One winter night, Samuel met an old man named Isaac, who had been enslaved longer than anyone else on the plantation. Isaac walked with a limp and spoke softly, but his words carried weight. "They can own your body," Isaac said, staring into the fire, "but they don't get your mind unless you hand it over." Samuel carried those words with him. Years passed. Samuel grew strong. He learned to repair tools, to work quietly, to survive. He saw cruelty and kindness, sometimes in the same person. He saw people break, and he saw others endure. One night, news spread in whispers. Someone had run away. The plantation buzzed with fear, and